at the edge of the lake where the tall pines swayed. Thin light fell through the needles gray, and the fire burned low beside the stones, throwing warm gold shapes where the dark had grown. Dust on my boots and smoke in my clothes. Night coming slow where the cold wind rose. No sound but the trees and the shifting flame, and the quiet that lingers after someone's name. Somewhere deep inside my mind, an old screen door still swings at night. A younger soul still running free, believing time would wait for me. So let me rest where the slow smoke climbs, where the hills don't ask me to explain my life, where the lost years drift like fading trails, and the stars still rise beyond the veil. In a world so wide and a life so brief, there's a little peace in the grass and heat out here, where the silence stays. The heart remembers softer days. Back behind the weathered barn, fields still sleeping under stars. Summer air and cut hay ground like old memories settling down. The years rolled on like wagon wheels, leaving marks the rain still feels. Still the earth smells sweet at night, like it holds what time can't write. And the sky stayed wide above the ridge, without concern for what I did. Just patient, dark and open land, teaching tired hearts to unclench their hands. Funny how the quiet knows every burden people hold, and without a single word makes the soul feel less alone. So let me rest where the slow smoke climbs, where the hills don't ask me to explain my life, where the lost years drift like fading trails, and the stars still rise beyond the veil. In a world so wide and a life so brief, there's a little peace in the grass and heat out here, where the silence stays. The heart remembers softer days. When the last spark lifts into the wind, even doubt grows calm again, and the weight I carry through the years turns to ash when the night draws near. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's this stillness now. Moonlight falling through the trees, and nothing needing more from me. So let me stay where the slow smoke climbs, where the mountains don't keep track of time, where the hard days fade like distant rain, and the firelight softens every pain. In this world so wide and a life so small, maybe peace was here all along. Out here where the night breathes deep, I finally feel my spirit sleep. Slow smoke rising through the pine, crickets singing past midnight, fire fading into sky. Everything will be alright. past the fence where the blackbirds rose, a narrow trail through the sunlight gold. Light fell thin through the leaning pines, dusk glowing soft where the old signs died. Boot heels pressed where the day once stood, near the creek and the weathered wood. Firelight breathing against the stones, like the earth still carried voices home. There was a house near the edge of town, screen door singing its tired sound. Mason jars in the window light, holding summer in the fading sky. So I walk where the tall grass sways, where the smoke lifts thin as the daylight fades. Every mile worn soft and blue, till the ground speaks back and it speaks the truth. When the heart gets lost in the deep night air, there's a calm still waiting somewhere out here. Where the silence moves, the earth remembers what the soul once knew. The years rolled off like a shallow stream, leaving marks in the boards and beams. Now the hills and the county roads hold old names nobody says aloud. Where the field meets the fallen shade, something stays though the world has changed. Small dust drifting in evening light still makes room for a soul to rest a while. Far off hills in a violet line held their stillness like sacred signs. No loud answers carved in flames, the dark softly calling my name. Maybe faith is a quiet thread, a little fire the wind won't deaden. Maybe doubt is the cost we pay to keep reaching past yesterday. So I walk where the tall grass sways, where the smoke lifts thin as the daylight fades. Every mile worn soft and blue, till the ground speaks back and it speaks the truth. When the heart gets lost in the deep night air, there's a calm still waiting somewhere out here. Where the silence moves, the earth remembers what the soul once knew. Stars appear through the cedar limbs, slow and clear where the ridges dimmed. Nothing stirred but the cooling breeze and the ash drifting through the trees. No grand voice came down from the sky, no final reason why, only this steady quiet sound, like grace settling into the ground. So I stay where the tall grass bends, where the night rolls slow across the land, and the years drift off like smoke at dusk, leaving only what was always enough. Every road and every wound led me back to this simple truth. Out here where the dark breathes slow, the ground speaks back and my spirit knows. Crickets ringing through the pines, smoke dissolving into night. Old stars burning calm and blue, and the ground speaks back, speaks true. Past the last fence post where the gravel fades, the weeds lean close through the wagon trails. A small fire wakes with a patient sound, smoke drifting low across the ground. High through the pines, one pale star shows, sharp as a memory nobody owns. Night comes slow through the cooling air, like an old thought still waiting there. Funny how the dark brings back things we thought we buried past, not to wound or pull apart, just to sit beside the heart. So I walk where the fire falls into blue, half on the earth, half on what I knew. When the night rolls wide through the bending plains, like a mercy arriving without a name. If there's a truth that moves slow and plain, like soft boot steps through the field after rain. Out here where the silence grows, I finally loosen what I cannot hold. There was a house beyond the bend, white porch rail and a gate worn thin. A dog asleep beneath the shade, and blackbirds lifting at the close of day. Time did its work without raising hell. Took some stories I can no longer tell, left me this road, these weathered hands, and gratitude for things that never last. These hills don't promise clarity, they only hold old echoes quietly, till they fade into the evening haze, like smoke dissolving at the edge of grace. Maybe home is not a place we keep, maybe it's the way old memories breathe in dust and wind and cedar air, and knowing something loved us there. So I walk where the fire falls into blue, half on the earth, half on what I knew. When the night rolls by through the bending plains, like a mercy arriving without a name. If there's a truth that moves slow and plain, like soft boot steps through the field after rain. Out here where the silence grows, I finally loosen what I cannot hold. Maybe faith is less like church bells ringing, more like dry leaves in the cold wind spinning. And doubt is the space where coyotes cry, making the soul feel small beneath the sky. No loud answer came through the trees, only the fire and the evening breeze. And somehow that felt enough, like quiet ground teaching me trust. So let the embers glow a little longer now, let the dark settle soft across the ground. Every old hurt, every passing year feels lighter underneath the stars out here. And if grace exists, it comes this way, slow as dusk at the end of day. Out here where the night hangs low, I finally feel at home. And what I don't know, smoke rising through the pine black sky, Oak Creek murmuring nearby, ash falling soft where the tall grass grew. Half on the earth, half on what I knew. Fire burned low in a ring of stone, while the past stood back and let me breathe alone. Dust rolled soft through the cooling night, like a gentle hand saying everything's alright. Down the trail, the dry earth side, smoke climbed slow through the darkening sky. Somewhere far a lone bird flew, and the whole wide evening fell still and blue. Funny how the quiet land can loosen what we try to hold in our hands, without a word, without a sound. It lets the heavy spirit settle down. So I'll sit right here till the embers fade, till the black turns soft through the cedar shade, where the hurt in me and the open plains learn every broken thing don't need explaining. There's a mercy living in the earth and air, and being small for once and still being there. Out here where the night breathes slow, I don't need to carry the world anymore. There's a field back home by a leaning fence, grass growing wild around old farm implements, where a boy once thought the world stayed still as long as the porch light burned beyond the hill. Now the highway stretched through the thinning years past weathered barns and forgotten mirrors. Still the smell of dust at the end of day brings that old house back in a quiet way. And the hills say nothing, but somehow know how a heart can break and still let go. How the soul stays small beneath the stars, like a tiny spark in the endless dark. Maybe peace is not being free from pain. Maybe it's standing still inside the rain and learning not everyone must heal before the heart is allowed to feel. So I'll sit right here till the embers fade, till the black turns soft through the cedar shade, where the hurt in me in the open plains learn every broken thing, don't need explaining. There's a mercy living in the earth and air, and being small for once and still being there. Out here where the night breathes slow, I don't need to carry the world anymore. When the stars leaned out beyond the trees, even doubt grew quiet with me, and the weight of time upon my chest sounded less like fear and more like rest. No loud answers fell from above, only crickets, wind, and a little love moving softly through the cooling air, reminding me I was always held there. So let me stay until the fire is gone, till the first pale blue touches dawn, where the land and grief both understand how to loosen slowly from the hands. There's a mercy woven through the night somewhere, and being small for once and still being there. Out here where the silence grows, I finally feel my spirit slow. Smoke fading into midnight sky, gold wind moving through the pines, old stars shining soft and rare, and for once I'm enough out here. By the edge of the hills where the fire burned low, smoke rose slow through the evening glow, and the trail cut thin through the open land, like it knew somewhere I could never understand. Gravel clinging hard to my worn-out boots, night settling soft through the cedar roots, an old wind moved through the fence line air, and the quiet made room for every prayer. Somewhere far behind these trees lives the boy I used to be, running wild through summer fields before the weight of growing healed. So let me stay a little while longer here, where the flame burns down and the sky turns clear, where the night holds close but it don't hold tight, and the lost don't feel so lost tonight. Every road I walked, every mile I made brought me back to the hush beneath the shade. Out here where the stillness stays, the soul remembers gentler days. The soul remembers gentler days. There was a hill back home near the water tank, tall enough to make the whole world feel safe, where weeds grew high through August heat and dust rolled warm beneath bare feet. Now the highway stretched like county lines, past old barns and weathered signs. Still the smell of earth at the end of day brings those porch light evenings back again. And the sky stayed wide when the fire burned thin, like it had heard every life I'd been, while the dark rolled in with patient hands, making small things finally understand. Funny how the silent ground can calm the noise we drag around. Without a word or grand design, it lets the tired heart unwind. So let me stay a little while longer here, where the flame burns down and the sky turns clear, where the night holds close but it don't hold tight, and the lost don't feel so lost tonight. Every road I walked, every mile I made, brought me back to the hush beneath the shade. Out here where the stillness stays, the soul remembers gentler days. Under black oak branches swaying slow, even doubt begins to let things go. And the weight I carried through the years falls like ash when the stars appear. Maybe peace was never far away, maybe it was waiting in these plains, in the cricket songs and cooling air, and the firelight glowing softly there. So let me rest a little longer now, where the moon hangs pale above the pines somehow, where the hard years fade like smoke at dawn, and the heart keeps beating steady on. Every road I walked, every mile I made, led me back to this quiet place. Out here where the night breathes deep, I finally feel my spirit sleep. Fire fading in the midnight haze, cold wind moving through the sage. Somewhere distant coyotes cry, and everything feels still tonight. On a narrow trail where the tall pines stand, evening settles softly across the land. Firelight shaking in a ring of stone, making the wild feel briefly like home. Grass bent low where the hillside fell, smoke rose slow from the cedar smell. Far beyond where the last birds flew, something in me finally grew still too. Funny how the dark can clear the noise we carried through the years, and in the hush beneath the trees, the soul remembers how to breathe. Let the fire burn low tonight, let the long dark breathe outside, let the pine tops sway above with the grief I never spoke of. Not every sorrow needs a sound, some sink deep where the roots go down. Out here where the earth stays near, even silence feels sincere. There was a porch with a crooked screen, rows of beans and a yard gone green, kettle singing in the evening glow, while the windows held the cold back slow. Years rolled past like wagon tracks, deep for a while, then fading back. Still in the dust and harvested fields, home returns in the way the earth feels, where the road runs thin beside the creek, and the shadows settle soft and deep. In the place where the daylight thins, something quiet finally enters in. Maybe peace is not moving on, maybe it's learning to carry what's gone like roots beneath the frozen ground, still holding life without a sound. Let the fire burn low tonight, let the long dark breathe outside, let the pine tops sway above with the grief I never spoke of. Not every sorrow needs a sound. Some sink deep where the roots go down. Out here where the earth stays near, even silence feels sincere. With the earth so close and the stars so far, there is grace in not knowing who we are. Maybe faith is a fading shine, softly silvering what time leaves behind. Maybe hope is a smaller thing, like a steady chest in the crickets singing. No grand answers carved in stone, just learning how to stand alone. So let the embers glow while soft red breathing against the night. Every hard year, every wound settles slowly in the roots. And though the world keeps moving fast, some things were never meant to pass. Out here where the shadows slow, I finally know where my spirit goes. Crickets ringing through the dark, smoke drifting beyond the yard, old pines swaying soft and low where the roots go down. I know. Down where the old foot trail disappears, through cedar shade and cooling air. Dust on my sleeves from the summer grass, like traces of days I thought would last. A crow flew low where the blue hills leaned, dark as a memory across the green. Smoke from the fire stayed close to the ground, blending slow with the nighttime sounds. Boots by the stones and hands by the flame, trying old words to see what remains. Funny how silence can gently show which parts of the heart still refuse to go. So I walk where the dark meets the amber glow, with the quiet prayer and the road below. And the pine trees stand like they've always known how a soul stays full and still feels alone. If there's meaning here, it comes soft and slow, like smoke through the trees where I let things go. Out here where the night hangs deep, the earth holds what I could never keep. Back beyond the field where the old fence broke, there was a porch faded pale with smoke, names carved deep in weathered wood, a rusted bike where the wild grass stood. Years move quiet like water through reeds, taking both the hurt and what we need. Some things leave without a sound, like bear tracks fading after rain comes down. And the hills say little at the edge of dusk, they only hold the light long enough for trust, till the shadows fall through the valley floor and the heart stops asking for more. Maybe peace is not being sure, maybe it's standing open at the door, letting the dark move gently through without losing what's alive in you. So I walk where the dark meets the amber glow, with the quiet prayer and the road below. And the pine trees stand like they've always known how a soul stays full and still feels alone. If there's meaning here, come soft and slow, like smoke through the trees where I let things go. Out here where the night hangs deep, the earth holds holds what I could never keep. Maybe faith is just a fragile thread caught in the thorns where the daylight ends, and hope is the sound of dry leaves turning, still making room for a small fire burning. No loud answer falls from above, only wind and a little love moving softly through the cooling air, reminding me there's enough right here. So I stay where the embers glow, watching the last thin smoke rise slow. Every hard year, every scar looks smaller underneath the stars. And if healing comes, it won't arrive loud, it'll drift like mist across the ground. Out here where the silence grows, I finally learned to let things go. Smoke fading into the pine night sky, cold creek running somewhere nearby, old stars trembling soft and low, like smoke through the trees. I let it go.
The trail ran thin through the shoulder-high grass, past weathered stones where old fires once passed. Dust drifted down through the trembling trees, soft as a hand moving through the leaves. Somewhere a lone bird called out low, daylight leaning where the cedars grow. Smoke curled slow from a dying pine, like an old thought taking its time. Funny how the evening knows what to carry and what to let go. Without a word, without demand, it lays a weight down in your hands. So I sit with the fire till the red burns low, let the night take in what I cannot hold. There's a light in the ash and the cooling blue, where the lost old things stop feeling true. I was never as far as I feared I'd gone, just a small clear note in a world this long. Out here where the silence stays, the soul learns peace without losing pain. There was a field where the road bent south, full of names I still don't say out loud. Gate hanging loose in the rust and rain, still somehow holding its place the same. Back when the world fit under my feet, home was a porch and a gravel street. Now every mile softens the past, showing how little was built to last. Still the hills don't rush the dark, still the earth keeps time through every scar. Somewhere deep beneath all the noise, the choir remembers who we were before. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning how to carry gently, like smoke rising through evening air, or old songs fading but still living there. So I sit with the fire till the red burns low, let the night take in what I cannot hold. There's a light in the ash and the cooling blue, where the lost old things stop feeling true. I was never as far as I feared I'd gone, just a small clear note in a world this long out here where the silence stays. The soul learns peace without losing pain. When the stars appear through the blackened limbs, even doubt grew softer at the forest edge. And this tired heart, worn thin with years, still found room enough for tears. No loud answer came through the sky, only crickets in the breathing night. And somehow there was enough, like quiet ground teaching me trust. So let the embers glow a little while more, let the dark settle gentle at the cabin door. Every heart here, every fear I've known, looks smaller beneath these stars alone. And if grace exists, it moves this way, slow as dust at the end of day. Out here where the pine winds blow, I finally hear my small clear note. Smoke fading into midnight blue, cold wind carrying the scent of June, old stars hanging calm and strong. A small clear note in a world this long.
Evening settles softly through the pines, amber smoke beneath the fading light. The truck bed creaking by the lake, while distant hills turn blue and gray. Tin cup warming in my hands, no one waiting, no big plans, just the water calm and slow, holding colors from the afterglow. And for a little while the world stopped pulling at my mind. No flashing signs, no crowded street, only fireflies and quiet skies. Slow living by the old campfire, watching sparks drift into the dark. The night stretching wide and endless, like a map written in the stars. Every road I left behind me led me somewhere deep and true. Out here where the silence settles, I can finally breathe right through. Cold wind wandered through the trees, like an old song carried on the breeze. I leaned back against the door, listened to the forest floor. Boot tracks fading near the flame, last night's smoke still smelled the same. Still a little warmth remained, like old memories after rain. Funny how the quiet things can mend the soul without a word. A midnight sky, a lantern glow, and nowhere else I need to go. Slow living by the old campfire, watching sparks drift
into the dark. The night stretching wide and endless, like a map written in the stars. Every road I left behind me led me somewhere deep and true. Out here where the silence settles, I can finally breathe right through. Maybe peace is not a destination. Maybe it's the sound of slowing down. Maybe freedom feels like moonlight resting softly on the ground. So let the fire burn a little longer, soft smoke rising through the pines. No heavy noise beyond these valleys, only stillness in my mind. And when the morning comes to find me, I'll move gentle with the light. But for now, this open silence feels enough for one more night.
Past the old gate where the wire hangs loose, a narrow trail leaves the worn out ruts through quiet firs and yellow grass, where the fading light lets the long hours pass. Smoke from the fire curled through the leaves. Night gathered slow in the bend of the tree. Something in the silence called me back to a younger road and a canvas pack. Now the boots feel heavier somehow, and the hills rise deeper than before now. Still the wind across the fence post sings like old days, lifting on invisible wings. So I walk where the last light lays on the ground, where the fields breathe low without making a sound, and the years drift back like ash from a spark, falling soft through the blue of the dark. Small as a shadow beneath the stars, still somehow held exactly as we are. Out here where the night moves slow, the heart remembers what the soul once knew. Barns beside the roadside leaned with time, boards worn silver under heat and sky. Names once spoken faded into air, but traces of them still lingered there. Home is something that can drift and stay, half in memory, half in clay. And when the cold wind bends the wire, old summers rise like hidden fire. Maybe faith is a narrow trail through brush and briars, beyond the veil, not some blaze across the sky, just a steady flame that survives the night. In the dark at the edge of sight, feels less like fear tonight, more like space the soul can cross without needing to count the cost. So I walk where the last light lays on the ground, where the fields breathe low without making a sound, and the years drift back like ash from a spark, falling soft through the blue of the dark. Small as a shadow beneath the stars, still somehow held remembers what the soul once knew. No loud answer rose from the ridge tonight, only crickets singing through the fading light, and a peace so quiet, plain and deep, like tired hands finally falling asleep. Maybe grace is not explained, maybe it moves through ordinary things, like dust floating through lantern light, or smoke dissolving into night. So let the fire burn down slow tonight. Let the cedar hold the fading light. Every old wound, every scar looks softer in the blue dark. And if meaning lives anywhere at all, it's in these small moments. Dusk lets fall out here where the silence grows. I finally learned to let the whole world slow. Smoke drifting beyond the pines, cold wind breathing through the night, ash falling soft where the shadows part, and the blue of the dark holds my heart.
Down the trail where the tall grass sways, evening gathered in its quiet way. Boots so soft on the river stones, pines leaning close but leaving me alone. Smoke from a match rose thin and slow through the cedar in the afterglow. Somewhere far where the old years fade, a younger voice still called my name. Funny how the night grows wide when there's nowhere left to hide, and silence doesn't ask for more than a tired soul sitting by the warmth. So let the fire talk low tonight, let it loosen what I hold too tight. There's a truth somewhere in the ash and air, something still alive and waiting there. When the world grows wide and I feel small, ground like this can't carry it all. Out here where the dark moves slow, even restless hearts can let things go. There was a yard in a rusted swing, dust rising warm at the edge of spring. A screen door beating in the wind before the years rolled fast again. Now every mile and every town feels like something passing through somehow. What was home but borrowed light, warm for a while then gone from sight. Night came down in a quiet sweep, laying shadows through the roots
bright as nails and weathered wood, steady in the way old mountains stood. Maybe faith is just this breath, carried softly through what's left. No grand promise carved in stone, only learning I'm not alone. So let the fire glow wild tonight, let the ember soften every hard goodbye. When the whole world spins beyond these trees, there is still a little piece for me. Every road and every scar brought me underneath these stars. Out here where the silence grows, I finally hear my spirit slow. Fire cracking in the cold night air, smoke drifting through the cedar, river moving somewhere below, and the heart finally letting go. Along the fence line where the tall grass bends, past the rusted tank where the old road ends, a narrow trail cuts off through the plain, like a memory learning my name again. Fire near the campsite burning low, smoke rising blue through the evening cold. Something in the hush beyond the trees felt like home, still waiting there for me. The years don't disappear clean, they settle deep in quiet things, in weathered wood and dusty light, and dreams that visit late at night. So I walk till the last light fades from the hills, with the pines at my back and the night standing still, and the years drift by like sparks in the dark, falling soft through the wide open heart. Every mile and every pain led me back where the earth knows my name. Out here where the silence stays, I can feel who I was before the wait. Boot soles pressing through the weeds, night unfolding slow between the trees, and the child I was in fields of June still walks beside me beneath this moon. The hills hold cold for a moment more, like hands finally letting go, and the wind through the cedar limbs sounds like peace settling in again. Maybe faith is not a victory, not some bright certainty. Maybe it's the quiet dark teaching tired souls where to start. And doubt hangs low above the trail like bending branches in the pale night air, but it never breaks the road beneath or steals the calm the stillness brings. So I walk till the last light fades from the hills, with the pines at my back and the night standing still, and the years drift by like sparks in the dark, the silence stays. I can feel who I was before the wave. No clear answers came from the sky. No great signs burned in the night. Only crickets singing through the black, and an old road quietly leading back. Maybe peace is not explained. Maybe it's something we slowly change into, like rivers wearing down the stone, or learning how to stand alone. So I walk till the last light leaves the plains, while the cold wind moves through the sage, and the years drift off like smoke in the breeze, carried soft through the sleeping trees. Every road and every flame brought me back where the earth knows my name. Out here where the night breathes slow, I finally feel at home below. Crickets singing past the pines, smoke dissolving into night, old stars hanging calm above, and the dark feels full of love.
Down the trail where the old path bends, dust rolls slow through the canyon wind, pine shade moving like a restless sea, while fading lights slip through the silver leaves. Near the stones where the fire once stayed, smoke still lingered in the cooling gray. Far off hills held the dying day, like a memory that refused to fade. Everything the years have taken still survives in quiet places, in the scent of rain and cedar wood, and evening soft enough to heal what could not. So I leave my way with the evening ground, where forgotten names still drift around, where the fire burns low through a patient glow, and the night leans close to the things untold. When the whole wide world keeps turning on, there is room down here to rest a while. Out here where the dark moves slow, even heavy hearts can let things go. There was a road by the garden fence, white paint cracked from the years and rain, mother's voice through the screen door light, soft as dishes settling late at night. Time rode on like wagon wheels, slow enough to make it real. Now the crows and empty fields hold those hours the way memory feels. Nothing speaking but the bending grass, and the shadows growing tall at last. Small beneath the deepening sky, still somehow the soul feels light. Funny how the earth can hold every sorrow people fold, and without a single sound lay it gently on the ground. So I leave my way with the evening ground, where forgotten names still drift around, where the fire burns
dark moves slow, even heavy hearts can let things go. No grand signs written in the stars, no clear answers for who we are, just the creek beside the railroad line and dry leaves settling with time. Maybe faith is a quieter sound, like cold wind moving through the pines, like gold smoke hanging in the air, reminding me that peace was always there. So I leave my way with the evening ground, let the silence carry every burden down, where the fire fades red beneath the night, and the lost don't seem so far tonight. Every road and every fear I've known led me back to this calm alone, out here where the shadows sow. I finally feel my spirit let go, smoke drifting through the cedar air, night birds calling somewhere, creek water running soft and low, nowhere left I need to go. Black kettle humming above the flame, the pine trees standing like they knew my name, and the trail ran pale through the cooling ground, where the daylight slipped away without a sound. Dust still resting in the cuffs of my jeans, smoke drifting low through the cedar green. Far off hills held back the light, like tired hands folding up the night. Funny how the smallest things can pull the heart through years unseen. A smell of smoke, a gravel road, and suddenly you're not alone. So I'll stay till the fire burns ember and cold, let the night lay its hand on this worn out soul. There's a grace in the smoke when it rises slow, and the hush that settles deep below. Every road I took, every mile I roamed, carried a little ash from home. Out here where the silence grows, I can still feel where my spirit knows. There's an old dirt road near the edge of town, where weeds push up through rusted ground, and a fence post leans in the evening rain, like my father's hat still hanging the same. Back then the world felt small enough, one porch light and supper love. Now the years stretch wide and thin, and the heart goes around what's missing. Still the grass bows low and the wind moves through, still the dark makes room for something true. And the silence standing near the trees feels like mercy, asking nothing of me. Maybe peace is not returning, maybe it's carrying the old fire burning, like coals beneath the drifting dust, still warm enough to call it trust. So I'll stay till the fire burns ember and cold, let the night lay its hand on this worn out soul. There's a grace in the smoke when it rises slow, and the hush that settles deep below. Every road I took, every mile I roamed, carried a little ash from home. Out here where the crooked limbs, even doubt grows small beside the wind. And the ache I carried year by year sounds less like loss when the earth is near. No loud answers fell from above, only cricket smoke and a little love moving softly through the canyon there, reminding me something still waits there. So let the fire fade into the night. Let the embers breathe their final light. Every hard road, every scar I've known led me back to this quiet glow. And though the years keep moving on, some part of me still belongs. Out here where the pine winds roam, I still carry a little ash from home. Smoke rising through the midnight pines, cold stars hanging over the canyon line. Ash falling soft where the old trails roam. A little